Of mortal brutality are almost here, and let's be real, a lot can slip your mind in just a week, so here's everything you need to know before watching the next 5 episodes. The murder of Craig Lane. Craig Lane was thrown out of his second floor window by a mass killer. The twist? Practically everyone in the town had a reason to want him gone. He wasn't exactly loved, so the suspect list is long. Meanwhile, a former detective from Metropolis, Stacey Green, has transferred to the town for a fresh start, but she's also running from a dark mistake in her past. We'll get to that later. Now she's leading the investigation into Craig's murder, and it's already proving personal and dangerous. She's quickly discovered the stakes are higher than expected, and Craig's son Ronnie Lane has been missing for some time now, and no one seems to know where he is. The interrogations so far: Rosie Drake, Craig's ex-girlfriend and Stacey's neighbour. She left Craig because he was controlling and abusive. Julian, a local father who recently argued with Craig about rising living costs, worried he couldn't provide for his son Caden. Lou Briggs, Caden's teacher. He clashed with Craig over housing affordability and its impact on his students. Ruby Dent, former employee of Craig. She only worked for him as part of a secret deal for Dorian Mackinson, who paid for her to spy on Craig. The money went towards a virtual ward for Ruby's girlfriend Harper, whose stepbrother Idris is currently in a coma. Yep, more on that in a moment. When Craig found out about Ruby's deal with Dorian, he fired her immediately. Here's where it gets complicated. Stacey isn't just haunted by Craig's murder, she's hiding a massive secret about Idris. Turns out, Stacey is the reason he is in that coma. Flashback to her days in Metropolis, Idris was a suspect in a case involving the death of a young girl. Around the same time, Stacey was in an abusive relationship with a man named Alex. He was controlling, jealous, and violent. One night after breaking up with Alex, Stacey went back to work and confronted Idris. Emotions boiling over, Idris said the wrong thing and Stacey, still reeling from Alex, snapped. She attacked Idris and left him in a coma. It turns out the police department got it wrong and Idris wasn't even guilty in the first place. Before the department could uncover what happened, she ran. They never even knew she spoke to Idris. But it's not over. Dorian knows the truth. He is using it to blackmail her. If Stacey stays out of his business, he'll keep her secret. But Dorian's hiding something too. Ronnie Lane, Craig's missing son. And finally, some last things to keep in mind. Caden, Julian's son, is being bullied at school by Silas. Silas's mother, Lizzie, works at the police station right alongside Stacey. Rosie seems to be crushing hard on Julian, and she's not being subtle about it. That's pretty much all you need to remember from the last 5 episodes. Get ready, because things are about to get even more insane. Do you like murder mysteries? In case you've been living under a rock, my Minecraft murder mystery series Mortal Brutality drops this Saturday. There's a killer to be caught, and every single one of these characters could be the one hiding behind the mask. But wait, that's not all. For the next 3 weeks, I'll be releasing 5 new episodes every Saturday, so mark your calendars for September the 13th, the 20th and the 27th, all at 9 PM UK time, only on the LouiMezDez YouTube channel. Be sure to join me and the cast for the live premiere chats, and if you want an even deeper dive, feel free to hop into the LouiMezDez Discord server, where we'll be hosting cinema events to discuss each episode and share feedback with the cast. Don't forget to follow the Mortal Brutality TikTok account for exclusive interviews, behind the scenes and much more, including the cast and crew. You do not want to miss this series, so make sure you're there and get ready to watch Mortal Brutality. It's going to be wild.
My name is Stacey Green, and I'm a detective. Every town has its secrets, and every citizen holds their grudges. I came here to outrun my past, but the thing about the past is, it always finds you in the end. Now someone in this town has been murdered, and the truth is closing in. You don't know who to avoid, and you don't know who to trust. Because in a town like this one, it could be anyone. So, let's find ourselves a killer, shall we?
Hello everybody, I'm Bardic, and today I'm going to be interviewing Ava Corey, the voice of Stacy in LouiMezDez's brand new Minecraft animated series, Mortal Brutality. Ava, could you introduce yourself for us?
So hi, my name is Ava. As just said, I'm playing Stacy Green, but I'm also a writer for Mortal Brutality and some of the previous LMD productions.
Do you do anything else? Make any videos or something like that?
So I have my own channel where I make videos about mainly Greek mythology, but also a few different famous myths.
Awesome, that's really cool. So, you've been doing stuff with Louis for how long now? Like, when did you start?
Well, I've known Louis. Technically, the first thing we ever did together was Oliver the Musical. That's how I met him. That was 2019, so it's 6 years ago now.
Wow.
But my first project was a Herobrine movie.
Right.
So, yeah.
And so you've done how many characters at this point?
I'm pretty sure I've been in all of them. As far as I know, I've been in all of them. Sorry?
Go for it.
I've been in all of the ones since Herobrine, I believe, and I've written since. I wrote one scene in the Warden series, but I've written some more since then.
Yeah, what else did you write for?
So I wrote, obviously, that one scene in the Warden. I wrote Gear Change. I wrote most of the script for Gear Change based off mine and Louis' ideas. Also, obviously, Mortal Brutality and the ill-fated War Over a Sun series. I was also a writer of.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
All right. So, as a writer, what all does that entail? Like, did you write all of it? Were you assigned to just a couple episodes? What's the deal with that?
So with Mortal Brutality, I wrote, I think, 3 episodes just on my own based off of what Louis' ideas were. I also have written like the odd scene in an episode where, you know, Louis needed help or just another opinion on something, but it's mainly been writing one episode on my own, but with Louis' ideas.
Okay, sweet. And then just being a bit of a consultant as well.
Yeah, especially with what's to come in the later seasons, more so than this one, but yeah.
Yeah, from what he's told me, you guys are doing a whole lot.
Oh yeah, it's you're gonna want to stick around, is all I'm saying.
I mean, how much can you say?
I probably shouldn't tell you who the killer is.
Probably.
Yeah.
But for season 2 and potentially beyond.
Season 2, I can say that season 2 is going to be crazier than this season. I think the drama much higher. The tension, it's all going to be there tenfold. But, you've got to stick around, watch season 1.
And then is season 2 the end, or are you thinking of going further?
No, we have a 3-series idea.
All right.
For it.
So then, how far along into the writing process of those 3 are you?
Me and Louis actually spent last night brainstorming ideas for season 3, so we've got quite far into the thinking process, and as far as season 2 is, most of it has been written. I have got,
Jeez.
I think, one of my episodes, actually no, I've got 2 episodes left to write, but then season 2 is ready to start production.
That's amazing. You guys are really grinding on this. It's really impressive.
Yeah. Well, I can't do it without Louis. He has been working like tirelessly on it, so you've got to respect him for that.
Hey, you're working just as hard. Well, I don't know about doing just as much, but you're working hard.
Yeah, no, Louis, he is wow.
So when you first heard about this project, did Louis like come to you directly and was like, hey, I'm working on something, would you like to help write? Or was it hey, I'm working on a new project, and you pitched the idea of you writing?
To be honest, I can't exactly remember. It's been, I mean, the idea of Mortal Brutality has been, because obviously it was actually a previous, based on a series Louis had made years ago, so the idea has been around for years. But as far as this particular, I don't know, remake of it, it has been in the works for a while. Obviously the actual writing has been much more recent, but I'd say around Gear Change, Louis had said, I know what my next project's going to be. It's going to be Mortal Brutality. And I think he was like, I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome, can I write it? And obviously I was already writing Gear Change at the time, so he said yeah, and you know, go from there.
So how did you get into the position of writing Gear Change and the Warden episode and more?
With the Warden episode, to be honest, I just asked. I think I love writing, but I think, as many people experience, I have a lot of writer's block. So I think getting Louis' ideas and being able to kind of not have to think too much, but just being able to build off of what Louis had has always been like fun and helpful as someone trying to improve their writing abilities. So with the Warden, I just asked, like, you know, straight up, can I write? And I got that scene. And with Gear Change, it was based off of stories from mine and Louis' life that we'd experienced. So naturally, you know, I came about writing I think Phoebe's side, which is based off of what I experienced when I was younger. So I just kind of ended up writing it whilst Louis set his sights more on Mortal Brutality and obviously making Gear Change.
So you haven't just been writing in these projects, you've been voice acting.
Yes.
Did you... One sec. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Make sure everything's still recording. Okay. So you haven't just been writing for Louis, you've also been voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the previous characters like in comparison to Stacy?
I think, well, Stacy is the first main character I've gotten to play. With my previous characters such as Shay in Herobrine, myself in Gear Change, Granny in Spy Bros, they've all, firstly, I think the big difference is that Stacy is such a big character and such a complex character that goes through a lot, and I think the season and the series as a whole follows, among other things obviously, but follows her struggles, what's happening around her. So I think it's been really great to, you know, put that into my performance, which is something I've not really had to do because my characters have been much smaller, you know, side flashback characters, things like that. So it's been really great to delve into a character a bit more, and especially one as complex as Stacy is, I think.
So when you were writing, did you know before you started writing that you would be Stacy, the first female protagonist Louis has ever had, or did you start writing and then learn you would be Stacy?
I think I was already brainstorming with Louis of what we wanted these characters to be, and then I auditioned, because I didn't, I auditioned for Stacey, and I'm very grateful to have gotten her, but I wasn't expecting to have her or anyone as a role. So I was part of the brainstorming process, and obviously Louis had this idea of who he wanted Stacey to be, and once I'd gotten the part, I then actually started writing. But I had an idea of who Stacey was and what the story was, but I was writing the script knowing that I was playing Stacey.
Right, that's awesome. I guess how long ago did you guys start thinking about Mortal Brutality and writing it?
So I think I want to say probably about a year ago, maybe not quite that far, but it was during the process for Gear Change. As many people know, as I'm sure you all know, Louis doesn't like to rest. He likes to finish one project and then the next day start another. So I think the idea of Mortal Brutality has been in the works in Louis's mind for years, but in mine, I have been part of this process of making the show for, I'd say, about a year. I just can't quite remember when the stuff with Gear Change was going on, but very least last year we started really looking into what we wanted to do.
So I know you weren't involved in the original Mortal Brutality, but how much did, at least that you're aware of, how much did old ideas carry over into this version, or was it all just very new, based on the same murder mystery concept?
I think the concept, I don't think it's the most loyal remake to what Louis had done originally. As far as I remember being told, it was about similar to how we meet Stacey. A detective moves to a small town, and just everything happens all at once. But I'm not sure that it's a incredibly close remake. I think Louis has improved greatly as a writer and a storyteller, so I think naturally the show and ideas would change, but I think it has its roots definitely in the original Mortal Brutality.
Now that one only had one episode come out before it ended up falling to the wayside in favor of Herobrine. So this, I guess, would be based more on his ideas of what Mortal Brutality could become redone, rather than what it actually was. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, so Louis told me that when you had submitted the lines for the first episode, you watched it and you hated it. Is that real? Or is he exaggerating?
No, that's true.
So what was that?
Right.
How'd that go down?
So well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Louis had said that he'd finished the first episode, filmed everything, put all the lines together, and I said, let me see it, basically. And I was watching it and I just couldn't help but shake that I didn't sound very interested at all. So I said to Louis, I don't think I can forgive myself if I sound like this the whole series. I'm going to redo all of my lines for every episode. And send them back in. So I have recorded all my lines for Mortal Brutality twice.
That's intense. That's a lot. I respect it. Wow. I assume it's an upgrade?
I'd hope so. I do remember I wanted to I kind of did like one half of the series at a time, and I'll just say that it gets intense in the second half of the series, and I was actually physically sweating doing my lines because I was really going for it.
So the back half of the episode, or the back half of the series, is pretty exciting, huh?
Oh yeah, it's very everything is just crazy.
If there was like one scene or episode that really stood out to you when you were recording, which one would it be? What was your favorite to record?
Oh, my favorite, I think, without spoiling anything, the confrontations are my favorite. I really like to see how Stacey just puts herself in front of a potentially dangerous person and manages to either diffuse a situation or come out on top. So those scenes were always fun to do because I could really show Stacey's power through my voice acting.
Awesome. So some of those like confrontations were your favorite to act. What was your favorite one to write?
That's hard. I think my favorite overall one to write, my favorite episode, I'll say, is actually the one you're in, the flashback. That one, I think it sets, I liked being able to set the ground for the characters and, being able to have a part in their backstories and, why they are the way they are. So I liked doing that one. I liked being able to build up what these characters are that Louis made in a deeper way.
That's episode 11, folks. Ava's favorite, and the one I'm in. I mean, it's got to be the best one, right?
And that's why it's my favorite, because you're in it.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. All right. So, close your eyes. Imagine Louis has opened up a Mortal Brutality merch store. And every character has one item themed after them. What's the Stacey item? It could be anything.
Okay. I think the Stacey item is... Ooh, that's a really good question. I think it's a jacket.
What kind of jacket?
I don't want to go so typical and say like just plain leather. I think it is, stylish. It's a bit worn because of, everything she has to do in her job, but she can't seem to let go of this jacket, and I think this Mortal Brutality merch would be a replica of a jacket she would wear and experience a lot in.
Okay. I like it a lot. Now, Stacey is the main character, of course.
Yeah.
The twist wouldn't be that she's the killer, right?
I can't tell you that. I can't say anything. My lips are sealed, I'm afraid.
So do you know if she's going to be returning in season 2, or is it kind of a new cast entirely?
I think I can confirm that I will be returning in season 2 as Stacey, obviously. And we will be seeing quite a few new characters, quite a few characters that kind of had quite small roles in the first series, getting to really show themselves and get stuck into the drama.
Exciting. That is very exciting. I guess if you had to if you wanted people to take something away from Mortal Brutality and from Stacey as a character, what do you want them to remember?
I think with Stacey, I would want people to remember or take from her that you can always change. you can always become the better version of yourself. I think what we'll see with Stacey is she has to work through a lot, and it's not easy, but it's something you have to face, and it's something you can face. So I think I'd want people to take away from her that, you know, change is possible and change is good.
Would you say that's kind of the general theme of Mortal Brutality as a whole, or is it something else?
I would say that's quite a big theme, actually. With a few of the characters, I'd say change and adaptation is good, and you shouldn't try to hide from it. And also, I would say another message in Mortal Brutality is the importance of community. You know, it's a kind of small town murder mystery, but I think it takes from the idea that it takes a village to come together and come over these hardships.
So when you say it takes a village, it makes me think that, I mean, obviously as the main character, you have a lot of different relationships with different... Stacey has a lot of relationships with different characters. Were there any in particular that were fun to record or stood out to you?
I think between Stacey and Rosie, I would say Rosie is her best friend in Brookridge. She's the one who introduces herself, introduces Stacey to everything that, you know, goes on. I would say that they are polar opposites, and I think that's quite funny, but I think Rosie helps Stacey come out of her shell a bit and helps her, you know, become a more honest and more open person.
So, Rosie is voiced by Kiana, and you've known Kiana since some of the side stories of Herobrine, right? Did that sort of help with your chemistry between the characters, or maybe did that...
I'd say, like, I know Kiana. I'd say I think, because obviously we were recording lines at the same time, but I managed to be able to listen to some of hers, and I like to be able to work off kind of how she was doing things, and obviously just knowing, because Kiana's great, and I think she's done a brilliant job as Rosie, and I think I've been able to kind of bounce off of her a bit into how I do Stacey, really emphasising, you know, how different they are, but how, you know, how solid of a friendship they have.
So is Stacey your favourite character you've done for Louis, or is one of the older ones better? Or maybe better's the wrong word.
I think Stacey's my favourite. I think Stacey, I have been able to kind of, I'd say, like, grow and improve as a voice actor, because I've been able to really delve into her character, which, as I said earlier, isn't something I've really been able to do much before. So I'd say Stacey is my favourite, but I mean, I've had some, I've had Granny, I've had, of course, Shay in the Herobrine movie, who has become a bit iconic despite how small of a role she had. But I'd say Stacey overall, is my favourite, and I'm happy that I've been able to play her.
So would you say that Mortal Brutality is also your favourite one that you've written?
Yes, yeah, I think Louis got something really good here. I was, obviously reading what he's written, and, I think it's been a real privilege being a writer with Louis to see how both of us have improved through the years, and I think Louis has really improved as, not that he was bad before, obviously, but, this writing was really, it was blowing me away. So, being able to do that, and being able to grow, and being able to get into such a complex story that Mortal Brutality is, I think, has really made it a favourite of mine, yeah.
Awesome. I think that leaves me with my final question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you think the killer is?
I have no idea. You know what? I can't remember.
just forgot. Who knows?
Yes.
We'll have to find out.
It slipped my mind.
Guess we'll just have to watch more brutality to find out.
Exactly. And I'll find out along with everyone else when it comes out.
Well, is there anything else you want to share before we head off?
I'd say you've just got to stick around for the ride because there are some really big things coming with this project.
You heard that right. Mortal Brutality is out right now, so make sure to give it a watch, linked below. See ya.
The next 5 episodes of Mortal Brutality are almost here, and let's be real, a lot can slip your mind in just a week, so here's everything you need to know before watching the next 5 episodes. The murder of Craig Lane. Craig Lane was thrown out of his 2nd floor window by a mass killer. The twist? Practically everyone in the town had a reason to want him gone. He wasn't exactly loved, so the suspect list is long. Meanwhile, a former detective from Mestropolis, Stacey Green, has transferred to the town for a fresh start, but she's also running from a dark mistake in her past. We'll get to that later. Now she's leading the investigation into Craig's murder, and it's already proving personal and dangerous. She's quickly discovered the stakes are higher than expected, and Craig's son Ronnie Lane has been missing for some time now, and no one seems to know where he is. The interrogations so far: Rosie Drake, Craig's ex-girlfriend and Stacey's neighbour. She left Craig because he was controlling and abusive. Julian, a local father who recently argued with Craig about rising living costs, worried he couldn't provide for his son Caden. Lou Briggs, Caden's teacher. He clashed with Craig over housing affordability and its impact on his students. Ruby Dent, former employee of Craig. She only worked for him as part of a secret deal for Dorian Mackinson, who paid for her to spy on Craig. The money went towards a virtual ward for Ruby's girlfriend Harper, whose stepbrother Idris is currently in a coma. Yep, more on that in a moment. When Craig found out about Ruby's deal with Dorian, he fired her immediately. Here's where it gets complicated. Stacey isn't just haunted by Craig's murder, she's hiding a massive secret about Idris. Turns out, Stacey is the reason he is in that coma. Flashback to her days in Mestropolis, Idris was a suspect in a case involving the death of a young girl. Around the same time, Stacey was in an abusive relationship with a man named Alex. He was controlling, jealous, and violent. One night after breaking up with Alex, Stacey went back to work and confronted Idris. Emotions boiling over, Idris said the wrong thing and Stacey, still reeling from Alex, snapped. She attacked Idris and left him in a coma. It turns out the police department got it wrong and Idris wasn't even guilty in the first place. Before the department could uncover what happened, she ran. They never even knew she spoke to Idris. But it's not over. Dorian knows the truth. He is using it to blackmail her. If Stacey stays out of his business, he'll keep her secret. But Dorian's hiding something too. Ronnie Lane, Craig's missing son. And finally, some last things to keep in mind. Caden, Julian's son, is being bullied at school by Silas. Silas's mother, Lizzie, works at the police station right alongside Stacey. Rosie seems to be crushing hard on Julian, and she's not being subtle about it. That's pretty much all you need to remember from the last 5 episodes. Get ready, because things are about to get even more insane. Do you like murder mysteries? In case you've been living under a rock, my Minecraft murder mystery series Mortal Brutality drops this Saturday. There's a killer to be caught, and every single one of these characters could be the one hiding behind the mask. But wait, that's not all. For the next 3 weeks, I'll be releasing 5 new episodes every Saturday, so mark your calendars for September the 13th, the 20th and the 27th, all at 9 PM UK time, only on the LouiMezDez YouTube channel. Be sure to join me and the cast for the live premiere chats, and if you want an even deeper dive, feel free to hop into the LouiMezDez Discord server, where we'll be hosting cinema events to discuss each episode and share feedback with the cast. Don't forget to follow the Mortal Brutality TikTok account for exclusive interviews, behind the scenes and much more, including the cast and crew. You do not want to miss this series, so make sure you're there and get ready to watch Mortal Brutality. It's going to be wild.
My name is Stacey Green, and I'm a detective. Every town has its secrets, and every citizen holds their grudges. I came here to outrun my past, but the thing about the past is, it always finds you in the end. Now someone in this town has been murdered, and the truth is closing in. You don't know who to avoid, and you don't know who to trust. Because in a town like this one, it could be anyone. So, let's find ourselves a killer, shall we?
The next 5 episodes of Mortal Brutality. Oh my lord, we're here. Okay. Is my mic working? Right, I'm trying to set this up properly. Hey guys, how's it going? I look awful, but you know what? I've had a long day of packing and I have not prepared myself. So apologies if there is any technical difficulties. Let me look at chat. Who we got? Okay. Can someone let me know in chat if you can hear me? And if you can't, I'm expecting a message saying that you can't. Yes, okay, I believe you guys can hear me. So we should be good. Okay, so Mortal Brutality, the second half is out tonight at 9 PM BST UK time. We had a very fun week last week. A lot of predictions on who the killer could be. But this week, it's about to get even more intense. Way more intense. The cliffhangers are amazing. There's some really good episodes in this. We have another Ava Corey episode as well, which is episode 8. So we've got some banger episodes. I can't wait for you guys to see them. Again, this is nowhere near how insane next week is going to be for the final week of Mortal Brutality, where we finally find out who the killer is. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of your reactions. It's going to be fire. It's going to be so good. But yes, sorry, I'm getting messages. I'm getting all kinds of things. I do apologize. Sorry. Okay. I am going to have to send an announcement to my Discord server just to let them know that they can join the VC now. And and then after that, I will be right back with you guys. 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. Again, sorry I look awful, guys. I have been packing all day because I am going back to uni tomorrow. So I'm going to have a late night straight after, well, you know. Oh, I'm getting a call from Kiana. Kiana, give me 2 seconds. I will answer that in a second. Okay. Boom. Okay. Hello, Kiana. Okay. Never mind. Oh, no, I missed the call. She'll call back any second, I can guarantee. Here we go. Hello, Kiana, the voice of Rosie. We had this last week. How you doing?
Louis?
Hello.
Louis? There's a murder on the loose. We have to catch them, Louis. We have to catch them.
No, we have to catch the killer. Oh my god, who's it gonna be? There's so many people to choose from. Who? Oh.
We gotta find out. You gotta tell everyone to watch right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be so big. There's a murder on the loose, and we gotta find out, Louis. We gotta find out.
We gotta find out who it is. Oh my lord, I can't get over how. Oh my lord, you can tell I've not done my hair, but yeah. Hello. Oh my god, it's.
Anyway, I'll see you in VC.
See you in VC. I can't wait to see you guys. And Billy. Billy better be awake. But yes.
He's awake. He's live and awake. Don't worry.
Good. Right. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I will be joining them lot in the Discord call myself. And you guys can too. You can join as a public member in our Discord server. If you go to... I'm pretty sure it's in some of the descriptions on the videos. If not, I can try and send an invite on this chat. Let me try and get that up real quick. Oh my god, I'm missing chat. I am missing chat. I am so sorry, guys. Oh my god, exciting. Louis like a father, which is fair because mortal brutality is a stressful child. Yes. Okay, someone gets it. Mortal brutality is a very scary toddler. Whoa, yeah. Oh my god, hi, welcome. Oh my lord. Yeah, mortal brutality is like when a baby starts, not a baby, when a toddler starts to get that attitude and you're like, oh, this is going to be long. But yeah, I loved your holiday murder mystery video. Thank you. If you like The Holiday, you are going to love this series. If you've not seen the first 5 episodes already, make sure to go and check that out because it is so good. And we're releasing the next 5 today, so that should be good. And then next week, we have the final 5 episodes. And my god, you just wait. You wait till you find out who the killer is. It's going to be so good. But yeah, like I said, we've got some pretty intense episodes this week. A lot more intense episodes next week. But it's all going to be amazing. Did you guys like last week? I don't know. I think last week had some pretty intense moments itself, but this time it's only stacking up. It's only going up. But yes, like I said, I am going to have to leave this call in a minute. I'm going to have to set up my recording software so I can record people's reactions and stuff. But yes, it's going to be fun, guys. So please enjoy the series. Grab some snacks. Grab some refreshments. And prepare yourselves, because this week, I can't even say it. I can't even say it because I don't want to give anything away, but this week, you're in for a treat. Go watch Mortal Brutality. It should be starting at 9 p.m. And yeah, make sure to join the Discord server. And I can't wait. Anyway, wait, I haven't said this in a long time. Okay, make sure you go watch this, and always remember, most importantly, to stay